Hi, in shamelessly arguing with vegans, as an author, I've presented a few arguments, in fact, 150 of them, by non vegans who oppose the concepts of veganism and who give various excuses and arguments in return instead of accepting that it's a really simple thing that we all can do and we all should have done right from the start. So I take a random page each day and I sort of explain the argument as well as how we can break the myths effectively as activists. And to motivate each other, I present a card of the day. You're a miracle worker. The universe has your back, by Gabrielle, not by me. This card deck is just to help each other, take a reading for each other, to give something to start with on a positive note. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Let us feel that for a moment. And as you breathe in and breathe out, try to breathe into your heart center and breathe out and release the breath from your mouth to activate your heart center, surrendering to the powerful presence of love, which is an energy of compassion, kindness, and a sincere one. And let us remember that when we are talking about what happens to animals, when we are discussing the abuse they go through, we're doing it out of love. We're not doing it out of an anger against non-vegans. Of course, anger is justified, isn't it? Because along with love comes anger. Anger against the violence, anger against the misfortunes that have been deliberately thrust upon the victims. But more important to focus on is the love we have for the victims and to take it from there. So let me present an argument. We are all victims of the system. It's not our fault. It's the way the system is. The system has made us who we are. How can we change ourselves unless the system changes? So this was an argument presented to me. The system is indeed evil, capitalistic, money-based. We're all employed by it. All of us are playing a role in it. It's an inherently evil system in which someone's worth is measured by what economic profit they deliver. And in the case of animals, this profit comes by killing them because they cannot pay money to us to purchase products, services of value. That is why the meekest of them are killed, and the fancier ones, the carnivores like lions, tigers, cheetahs, snakes, they are used for entertainment in zoos. It's all about profit. Yes, I agree that the system is horrible. But does that mean that we cannot even make a suitable lifestyle change? Something quite small like have a vegan sausage instead of the blood, the intestines, and all the filth of the animal. It's good for you also, isn't it? if you change to a cleaner product, less toxic product. The system might be toxic, but what I've written here is that the main system that you should be concerned about is the nervous system. The nervous system is designed in the way that we feel heart pain. We have, somebody would even pinch us, a reaction to it. Do you think a cow doesn't? A sheep doesn't? Do you think a fish doesn't? So we feel tickled. We enjoy pleasure. We enjoy sexual relations, don't we? Do you think a dog doesn't or a cat doesn't? Similarly, they all want to enjoy pleasure. They all want to avoid pain. Even a pig. They all have dreams like we do, of love, of happiness, togetherness, family, going out somewhere nice, grooming ourselves, looking okay, and having a good time. So when you are complaining that you are the victim, what you're doing is something called narcissistic abuse of the actual victim. You're playing the victim card. And you're doing that because you want to avoid the blame, avoid the shame that you should own up to. To kill somebody and take away life is a huge crime. It's not something like just shopping. And you think it was just shopping? You think you're a victim when you go and spend your money? No. Do you think you're a victim when you're going and killing someone? No, they are the victim. You're not the victim. You are the system. You're part of the problem. And you can be part of the change. You can be part of the solution instead of being the part of the problem. You can stop being an abuser. If you don't change yourself and stop being an abuser, then how do you expect the system to change? Who has made these systems? You think that the rich have made the systems, but who supports them? Who gives them the money? Who gives them the power? Who gives them the votes? Why can't we all be vegan? And automatically you'll see that our elected representatives will be vegan. If I stand for Prime Minister, would you vote for me? No, because you don't want me. You don't care about me. You just don't have enough people out there who are vegans, who are prominent, who are out there, who are recognized and respected in society. I being one of them. It's a hard life to be a vegan activist and to expect change to happen at the governmental level. But it's very simple for me to say no to slaughter by refusing to go and purchase a dairy product. There's so many other alternatives. Why should I waste my time crying over spilled milk? So when you're calling the system toxic, remember, if you yourself are a part of it, you're calling yourself toxic. When you're pointing a finger out, then the rest of the fingers are pointing back at yourself, aren't they? Let's remember, this message is one of love. This message is one of change. Change which is good for me, you, for the planet. It's not a selfish message. It's good for the victims first and foremost. Think about yourself later. Victims first. So I hope this inspires you, a very honest and frank message. And see you next time.